Okay, it's working. Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Would you like to start right now? I mean, it's gonna be recorded, so it's gonna be all good.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, when people see, they can join the new one.
Perfect. So, first of all, how are you, Mile? How are you feeling?
It's great, great to have this space episodes, and I'm feeling great. What's up?
It's good, it's good. We changed the time a little bit, so now it's a bit earlier, but it's okay. More people can join in. So, one fun thing that happened during the week is that we hosted an interesting battle between Mad Lads Guild and a Real Deal Guild where David beat Goliath. So, what are your opinions about the first tournament where people tested out Battle for Geostone, they gave it their all, and ultimately Mad Lads won?
Yeah. To be honest, it was not a tournament. It was more like show match from the community. So we last week we made this role called pre-alpha club, and this club is for people that want to test the game and want to give us feedback about updates, about balance changes and all that stuff. And we had quite people interested in this pre-alpha club. So we have right now about 30 people, if not more, in the pre-alpha club, which are actually playing the game, testing the game, and giving us feedback. So last week, what we did is we hosted a show match between two guilds. Those two guilds were Madwad guilds and Real Deal guild, and we played. They played on Singapore server. They played the show match. We streamed that on Twitch, and the guys from Medwads won the game. So yeah, it was so fun, so interesting, and those guys that played had so much fun. They love the game. They love the gameplay. Of course, they gave some feedbacks, and yeah, I can't wait to host the mini tournament for this weekend. So I just want to say it right now that we will be hosting a mini tournament in the community where we will have 8 teams joining and competing for a prize. Yeah, for sure there will be prize, and we want to make this like the first. Like when we announced our game, you all know that this is a esports game, right? So we want uh, we want esports to be in the first place before everything else. So that's why we're hosting this tournament, and we are hosting the tournament even before the open alpha, even before the closed alpha. So that's what really drives the attention. To have competitions even before the game is out, and it will be really fun. And everyone from the Southeast Asia region that have a PC and 4 teammates can actually sign up.
Yes, that's amazing. So we're gonna publish that after we finish with the Battle for Geostone talks. So an interesting thing is that you need to be the first to join in. We're gonna add like a Google form, right? And people can join in, find their friends, and compete for a prize. One interesting thing that I think that we are doing right is that a lot of games, a lot of play turn games, are promoting themselves and marketing themselves as they're gonna be the changers in the industry, but they're not doing anything. They're just posting something on Discord, posting something on Twitter, and yet here we are with an unready game. It's still going heavy development, no pre-alpha, no nothing, and we are hosting tournaments. So we are the epitome, and we are the first in the MOBA space that are doing it. Do you feel the same way?
To be honest, yeah, every game, every founder wants to promote their game. Actually, they want attention around their game, but the way that you're doing it is so important. And our uh, our uh, our way of promotion is actually through esports. It's not that I will promise someone to leave from the game, or you can actually make a living from the game, but we are esports first game where we are making tournaments, and that's our way to promote everything. So we want people that are good at the game, people that know information about the game, and people that actually play the game to be able the ones that will earn in the first place. Then for sure we will have rewards for everyone in our ecosystem, you know. But it's just we really think that skill dependent games are the way to go in this space. And yeah, being the first MOBA is actually really cool. And yeah, it's a lot of opportunities for us.
So one interesting thing that's popping up in a lot of people's heads is, are there gonna be any rewards or NFTs or prizes to people that become pre-alpha testers? Because that way people will want to become the pre-alpha testers. Or will it be after the NFTs come out and maybe the heroes come out and they buy them and then they become pre-alpha testers? How will that look like? Mila, you're muted at the moment.
Sorry. So the pre-alpha club is basically a place right now where people are playing the game. They are actually learning the mechanics and learning the and building the meta about the game even before the game is released. Which the thing that motivates people to do that is, first, they haven't seen any MOBA in this space, and nobody's seen an actual real game in this Web3 space, right? That's based on skill. So people are just curious to test and try out the game first. And second, it's because of the tournament that we will be organizing, and because of the show match, because the last week's show match, the winner actually won 100 USD, you know. So we already started with prizes. Actually, people want some prizes, and they are motivated to join for more. They are motivated to play now, to learn the game, be able to win the tournaments, and actually earn something right from the beginning. And about this tournament, we have planned even bigger prize pool than the 100. You know, the now we're talking about $500 prize pool for this tournament, split between three teams. So you know, it's already getting interesting just because of the prize pools. And about the gameplay is fun. People will have to learn the game, try different combinations. And one more thing that's really interesting is that the alpha testers can actually test all the abilities right now that we have before anyone else. So they don't have, because when the closed alpha is out, you would need to play either the free heroes or forge an NFT hero to be able to play certain abilities. But right now everything is open, and you can actually test different combinations about the game.
So
And
practically the pre-alpha.
so,
Oh, sorry about
sorry,
that.
yeah. Last but not least, we want everyone that participated in the alpha to give a whitelist spot to be able to buy heroes.
Practically, the people who are in the pre-alpha will have a selection of all of the abilities, will be able to test all of them out and know who and which heroes are going to be the best for the first meta. So that's going to give them a head start before everyone else, which is a great thing to have. Another interesting thing that popped up in my head is it's there's going to be a PC version and there's going to be a mobile version. Will the matchmaking combine somebody who is playing on mobile and somebody who's playing on desktop? I know this is going to happen in a long time, but it's an interesting thing to consider.
Well, it's basically like a different, not different game, but different server. So people from PC cannot be matched versus and with people from mobile, because it's so hard to play. It's so different when you play from mobile and PC, and you could click many more things from the PC and less things from the mobile. And that's why we decided to have separate server for the mobile version and separate server for the PC version. And yeah, the same NFT can be used to play in the mobile and PC version as well. You can play with the same hero, you can use the same skins, just it will be different server. And let's say the towers may have less armor and less HP, so the game is faster.
Great, that's perfect. So one more thing about the servers. How many people will be able to play in the pre-alpha? How many spots are there? So people know that it's limited, there are not a lot of people, and it's important to become a part of the pre-alpha testers.
Right now, the number we cannot say it's unlimited, but it's limited. But we don't know the number because when we are testing the servers as well. So when we see like some kind of I don't know, congestion on the servers, then we may stop recruiting new people for the pre-alpha. But right now, I think there are still slots in the pre-alpha. So anyone that wants to join the pre-alpha should have a PC, like with any GPU is fine, and then they can try the game and everything else.
Great. So one interesting thing is that we're hosting tournaments. When the game comes out, there's gonna be one major tournament per year and three more that are gonna be like preparation for the main one. Is that correct?
Uh, Honestly, I cannot give more information about this, but in theory, yeah, that's the idea to have one big tournament and then small seasonal leagues after that and before that.
Another interesting thing that popped up in my head is that a lot of these play to earn games are focused on their local community. So one fun fact about the game is that the main team is located in Macedonia. Will there be like special programs for the local people, or will it be worldwide? The game is going worldwide right from the start, and everything is going good.
Well, as you can see already, like we have these tournaments held in Southeast Asia server, which is very interesting. And here are the people from Philippines and other parts of Asia joining and playing. So it's actually already worldwide. But yeah, we want to promote the game in our region as well, and we hope to see as many players as possible. So everyone here listening, make sure to invite your friends. The game will have a free to play option as well. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to pay to play the game. Everyone can play without paying anything. There will be free heroes, there will be free to play aspect, free skins, and we have place for everyone here. For competitors, for people who just want having fun, for people that want to earn, basically with for anyone.
Yes, and it's important for people to hold the Battle for Geostone token because it's limited. It has only 150 million tokens. There cannot be any more from that. And it will be used to buy skins, it will be used to buy battle passes, and its worth is going to be an increase in the future. Could you explain to these people why the value of Battle for Geostone will become higher in the future?
Uh, well, that's a little bit long topic, but we can go over it. Yeah, tokenomics is a tricky thing, especially when it comes to these Web3 projects, Web3 games, because it have gone. It's like double-edged sword because these tokenomics are the one that have raised awareness about the play to earn projects and made people want to play these games because they could earn something, and at the same time they kind of destroyed the economies by creating high inflations and not being able to balance their economies, not because they are bad at doing it, but because it's really hard task to balance something that inflationary, something with unlimited supply, to balance. It's so hard. And people were doing this on the edge, as I repeat myself every time. People were doing the like this is not something that existed for like long. People are trying new strategies, and we have new strategy as well, and our strategy is based on the game itself instead of governance or other things that other games are trying to promote. Instead, we're focused on the revenue of the game being able to drive the value for BFG. So here's one interesting thing that I can share, that we will have plays for everyone. We will have plays for people that just want to earn and don't want to play, by allowing them to earn something from the revenue by staking. So the staking is not useless here. You know, people will not be just staking for no reason to get more of the token from some other treasury that, you know, but it's actually the profit that they will be making from staking, and the percentage will be based on revenue. So as long as someone trusts in the game and believes that we will make the game good and the game will have revenue, then the staking will be unlimited. It's all based on the revenue, and the value of BFG will be driven by the game revenue, because BFG will be used for in-game skins. BFG will be used as the marketplace feature, as the marketplace currency. So if you want to buy a hero later in the marketplace, you need BFG. If you want to sell hero, you will get BFG. If you want to stake, you know, it's BFG. The revenue will be in BFG. The staking, the we will have something called battle pass that will be with BFG as well. So everything related to game revenue will be paid in BFG, which will make first gamers wanna hold BFG first, because the value will go up by time because of the limited supply, the deflationary tokenomics, and because of the demand of this thing. And then we have the stakers that basically don't want to play the game, but they still want to earn somehow from the economy and from the ecosystem, and they can do that by staking the BFG tokens in this pool and actually uh, earn BFG from the revenue. And we will also connect the stakers with the gamers in such a way that the stakers, to be able to earn more percentage, they would need something called you know, some gems, some things. We haven't determined a name yet for them, but there will be some things that will be dropped after each game that will be attached to the stake, that can be attached to the stakers and increase their earning potential. So like anyone that playing the game can receive drop and then sell that drop to the stakers, which is not directly connected to the game, but it's indirectly connected with the stakers and their revenue. So if a gamer is not staker, you know, it's just playing the game for fun, but actually have an NFT drop that will help stakers earn more, then you can sell that thing to the marketplace, and some staker will be willing to pay good amount to have that thing. You know, so it's like, if let's say I'm a staker and you, Stefan, are a player, right? I stake my 10,000 BFG and I'm earning like another 10,000 BFG per year, right? That's like 100% APY. So then you are a player and you are getting some drop in the game that increases my staking power by 10%, and then you will be able to sell that. But you're not staker, obviously. You don't hold that much BFG, you don't stake to make profit, you know. And then you just sell that thing in the marketplace as NFT, and everyone can buy that. Any staker can buy that from the marketplace and earn more by that thing. Or, and there will be different, that we call them seniority, that there will be different seniorities and different modifiers for the stakers, and it will be kind of like a small game for the stakers themselves. So they're connected with the gamers, and the drops, in-game drops that people that play will get, will benefit the stakers, and that's another. And it's deflationary. It's completely deflationary, you know, and that's really interesting thing.
Yes, that's amazing. So just to clarify, anyone who's playing any game could receive this drop. It's gonna be a completely randomized thing. Or is it gonna be the more you play, the higher the chance of you getting the drop? I mean, it's logical that if you play the game a lot, it's gonna be a higher chance of getting the drop just because you're playing a lot of games. So how will that work? Will anyone have the chance to get this special like NFT drop, or will it be only for people with battle passes? People who play free heroes can get it. People who have only heroes can get it. Is that defined or still not?
Well, what is it's not completely defined, but it's for sure that only people that have NFTs will be able, which will that will have NFT as a hero, will be able to receive these drops, these modifiers, and it will be random. Yeah, so if you play more, there's higher chance naturally that you will get one of the modifiers. Even if you're not good player, you could still get these modifiers. But if you want to earn BFG and and all that stuff, then you need to be better player because the game is based on skill.
Great, that's amazing. So one in other thing is that to explain why BFG is going to be so good, such a good token, is that we're practically going to bridge Web 2 and Web 3. People will be able to come to Battle for Geostone, pay with a credit card, and get Geostones to forge heroes. That money that they pay, those dollars, will go to the treasury, and an algorithm will automatically buy more BFG for that dollar amount. Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically, it's still not. It's a theory that we want to implement, so we cannot guarantee that yet or something or anything. But the theory to bridge Web 2 and Web 3 by may is basically by making the game free to play. So even if you don't have hero, you can still play one of the 10 heroes that we will have for free weekly, but you are not able to receive these modifiers and all that stuff, but you can still play the game, you can still participate in competitions and everything else. And yeah, about we want to make the game so if someone from Web 2 comes, he will not feel that this game is connected in any way to crypto, right? He just joins, he plays the game. If he wants to buy something, he can do it by credit card or crypto, so it's not just a Web3, but you could use your credit card to buy something. That's our idea. And then this money would be immediately used to buy BFG with them. So it's kind of before they get into Web3, basically we are doing the hard job for them, but allowing everyone to basically buy things, in the game, buy skins and everyone else.
Yes, so that's what makes Battle for Geostone even more limited. Because as soon as it goes to the treasury, it's gonna be locked. When people buy Battle for Geostone on the marketplace, it goes to a marketplace transaction. Those percentages go again to the treasury. So there's gonna be less and less, and more of it is gonna be locked. And one of the ultimate points of the treasury is to go back again to the tournaments, where people will get even higher prizes with tokens that are worth more money to be able to play the game. So it all ties together. We have a circular economy that's a complete picture of the entire MOBA experience.
Yeah, and it's directly tied to the revenue of the game. So as long as we make the game interesting and people are willing to spend something for battle passes, for for skins and all that stuff, right? As long as there is revenue in the game, then everything will be moving in a good way. And what drives the revenue? What drives the revenue actually? The people that are watching and playing. And how are we going to do that is by esports, by inviting professional teams. Obviously, Tiban is one of our co-founders. He is professional Dota 2 player and coach, and he know many people, and already many organizations from Web 2 are interested to join our tournaments. So by making the game fun and making their fans interested to watch our matches and our streams are actually going to drive the revenue again, because then those guys that are watching, they might want to buy they might want to buy some skins from their favorite teams, cheer for them, and we will allow those professional teams to build their custom NFT skins. So it's all connected together, and esports is the key when it comes to this sustainability and this and everything. So as long as there are professional players that have audience and professional organizations that have big fans joining and playing the games, and people love the game, and the game is fun, and there is revenue. Everything's perfect. So the hard task is actually to make a good game.
Yes, yes. So one interesting thing that's present in Battle for Geostone is the shrine. So that was a feature that was present in the very, very early stages of Dota, right? So why is that added? Why does that make the game much better? Because it adds another point where people want to fight. It's something that clears their mind with not ganking in the jungle, or does it give you a spot to gank in the jungle? What is the optimal way to use it?
Well, shrines are tricky. Our game is not slow pace where you farm for 20 minutes, or something like that. But you will farm most likely like 2 minutes on the lanes. You will keep like 2 minutes on the lanes, ideally, or less. And then you wanna go and fight for shrines, fight for the dragon, fight for something that actually gives you advantage in the game. And the game is more based on team fights and team play than solo skill and solo plays. So we think that shrines are interesting bullet point for people to be so for the game to have more team fights and something like that to force more team fights, basically. And the
So
healing is another thing. You can always heal to the shrine, and that's the motive for the enemy to want to destroy your shrine. And then there is the dragon, so you need to make careful decision if you want to kill the dragon that empowers you by 20%, or you want to defend your shrine, because if you go and kill the dragon you may lose your shrine. And here comes all these strategies and different approaches that will build up the meta by time slowly.
yes, that's a fun fact because the shrines will heal your HP and mana instead of going and recalling to the main tower. Oh, one more thing about the items. Will people be able to buy the items throughout the game or do they need to recall to the base?
Not decided, but I guess there will be one like courier that can bring you items. You cannot buy from anywhere, but there will be a courier that waits in the base. So basically can give you the items that you buy from the shop. And if you don't, if someone else, if the courier is busy, you need to go to the base to get the items.
Yes, because that's what makes it more interesting. When somebody else can bring you the item, you have more motivation to stay near the shrine instead of recall to the base. Because if you need to go to recall to the base, you can buy the items there and then go again. You're doing two things in the same time. But if you stay to the shrine and you can buy items near the shrine, oh, that makes it much more difficult. You're gonna want to keep the shrine if you can do something there. So that's what makes it even more competitive. And is the dragon gonna spawn on the opposite side of the shrine? Because that's what's going to make things even more interesting. The team has to decide, okay, which is more important, get 20% more power or heal buy items closer instead of losing towers all the way at the end.
It all depends on the team play and the strategy. So if your team is more oriented, if it's dependent on the dragon and its power, maybe you have some heroes that are really mana dependent, and the dragon boosts your mana as well. So you might want then to kill the dragon to get the mana pool to cast as many abilities as you can. But if you're a team that's not like mana or HP, dependent, and you can win team, you're more based on something else, then you might want to keep your shrine active, But in the other hand, the dragon is always important because if you don't take it, the other team will, and they will get their empower. So it's really tricky one, and you need to every day game it will be different based on team composition, team strategy, and team play.
One other thing is that the dragon gives like a 20% power up at first. So let's say your team decides to take care of the shrine first and allows the other team to get the dragon. So they get the 20% increase. If the next dragon, when the next dragon appears, and if the other team gets the power up, they get a 20% power up too, right? It's not going to be three different power ups. For example, one is going to be 20, one's going to be 30, and what's going to be 50. The first two will increase the power of the creeps, and then the last one will increase the power of the heroes. Or does it have to be if the same team gets all three power ups, they do something together cumulatively? or how is that gonna work? You're muted again.
Sorry. So yeah, we want the first two stones to be actually power up the creeps, and the last one would power up the heroes. But we're still considering, and it will be based on feedback and based on the matches. Actually, I don't know how it will go. If that's OP, we might need to nerf it. It all depends on this tournament now in Sunday, and then we will see where we go from there. We already have some balance changes for this week, and I can say some of them. So the first one will be the shrines and towers cannot be damaged in the first minute of the game. So you cannot kill the enemy shrine or enemy tower in the first minute in the game. Then we have HP increased on the tower. Then we have creeps movement speed increase, and yeah, that's some of the changes that we are making this Friday, and this Sunday the tournament will be played with these rules.
So one interesting thing about the tournament, just to remind everyone again, is that two guilds are already Mad Lads and Real Dild will have to play again in the tournament because they were amazing, and there are 6 spots left, right?
Yeah, two guilds are already in, and then we will have 6 places, 6 slots for other people to join. So whoever sign ups first, they will have their slot.
Great. Now, does anyone have a question? Because right at the start we had a question, and now I can't see the listener that asked the first question, so they can start now. They can request to become a speaker so they can ask the question. If not, we can continue. Let me just check again. Nope, no questions. Okay, what?
No, I just wanted to say the same. If someone wants to ask me something or just add something or tell some suggestion or anything about the tournament, the token or economy or anything, just feel free to raise your hand. We will make you speaker and you can ask anything.
Yes. Okay. So finally, one thing about streamers and creators. How are gonna be streamers rewarded? For example, if somebody is not good at the game, but they love the game a lot, and they want to stream, maybe just cast tournaments, will there be like a special program for creators, those guys who promote the game, something like that?
Well, yeah, always. The content, right? The content creators are really important in this space, and they are key for the growth of some project. So it's really unfortunate if some projects don't figure this out, and we really appreciate everyone that's trying to create content for our game. So anyone that wants to be a content creator, that wants to create something, will have some kind of benefits. Right now, for content creators, we have this program where we can give them some NFT heroes and whitelist spots for them and their communities. So if there is someone who is content creator at this space, you can feel free to message me and we can arrange something. We can give you some NFT heroes for your community and some whitelist spots. And later there will be all types of benefits. Content creators would be able for sure to create their own skins in the game and get some percentage from the revenue, and many different perks.
Yes, because there are a lot of people who are creative. They might not be good at the game, but they want the game. They are very interested in MOBA. They maybe want to cast tournaments. They are maybe good at art. They can create something like interesting illustrations, videos, all sorts of things. So that's one interesting thing for them. Do you have any last words? Anything you want to remind everyone right at the end? Maybe we can say again about the tournament. You are muted again.
I think, yeah, I know. I was just thinking, but I think that's it. We will post more information soon, so anyone that have a team can actually sign up from the Southeast Asia region. And okay, I will tell the price pool, And the prize pool for this tournament will be $500 among three teams. So the first place will be what 250. Second place will be 150, and last and third place will be 100, and that's $500 prize pool in total. So yeah, if just we will post the link to sign up later on our announcement and in Discord and Twitter as well. So make sure to follow us, not to miss the link and sign-ups. And we will play this tournament. The system for sign-ups will be first come first served. So the first six teams that will sign up will actually play in the tournament. And for the next ones, we will try to actually invite more quality teams, so fans and people that want to watch can actually learn and educate about the game. So yeah, I will post more information very soon about that. And we want to slowly increase the prize pool each week. So when the time comes and we have many professional teams already, there will be huge prize pools, I guess.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, join our Discord, check out our new website, and also check out the tournament that happened the week before, where Mad Lad Guild and Real Deal Guild battled it out. It's available on Twitch. You can find the live stream on our Twitter. So, Mile, would you like to say anything else?
Well, I just want to ask again if someone have question. Now is the time to ask me. So other than that, I think that's it. We will talk again later with another space with Sky Meta in 1 hour and 20 minutes from now. And but for everyone that was not here before, you can join there to learn more about the economy and everything else. But yeah, I want to just repeat myself once again that we will have space for everyone in our community, from players that want to have fun to gamers that want to compete, to from casters, content creators, and last but not least, guys that want just to earn by staking and doing nothing. So, and again, I will say that the value for the BFG will be driven by the game revenue, and the stakers will be connected with the gamers. So even if someone is not that good in the game, will be able to actually get a drop, get a modifier that will be in interest for the stakers, and they can sell that in the marketplace to actually earn something.
Thank you, Mila. It was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you have a good day. And anyone who wants to listen more to Mile, they can join in about an hour and 15 minutes in his next AMA session. We're going to publish that too. Thank you, everyone. And we're going to see you again next week. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, guys. See you. Bye.